Hello everybody, CryptoChaperone here, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my two coins that I would say are pretty much a must-have for your portfolio. And I'm going to say that for these coins, I'm putting about 20% of one and about 5 to 10% of the other one. So I would say about a 25 to 30% of your portfolio. This is personally my opinion on these coins, I guess you could say. I'm not your financial advisor. This isn't financial advice, but this is just my outlook on these coins, and I'm going to tell you why I have this outlook. Before I get into any of this, I'm going to just go over the market since it's been about a couple days since I've made any new videos. We've actually hit our new highest market cap value for the cryptocurrency universe, just over $180 billion. We tapped that about 3 times. If we go back and we look at that, now the only other time that we really got close to that was about September 1st. September 2nd, we kind of got around the 178 to 179.5 billion dollar market cap. But yesterday, we actually hit it once, and then we kind of declined, and then we came up and, oh wait, we're not there. That was a little more than a day ago. But we tapped it here 2 times, and then back here, we actually hit it again for the first time right here. And then this is where those 2 other double ones are. So we've actually hit it 3 times, $180 billion market cap over the past 24 hours, which is definitely a cool milestone to have, especially after all the situations where you have the China banning ICOs and trying to ban Bitcoin. And just recently now they came out with that they're going to actually start cracking down more on Chinese citizens that are using proxy servers and VPNs to access exchanges and to move their cryptocurrencies around, and they're going to actually be doing a lot more cracking down on this, they actually reported. So it's going to definitely probably take a toll on the Chinese markets. They want to get all of this under control before they put any sort of legalities and they start letting people trade these freely again. They've had so many scams and stuff come up that they just want to make sure they have control of this whole market. And I know they're seeing all the potential, especially with all the potential money going to Japan and how much money they're losing just due to the electronics and the taxing that they could be doing. The money from the electronics and just taxing on the electronics, from buying the mining systems to taxing the coins alone to taxing on the electricity that these mining farms are using to mine all of these coins. And they lost all of that when it went to Japan, and now Japan is working with all these other companies and all these other mining farms, and they're trying to start mining farms all over the world, and their headquarters are now starting to move towards Japan, and that's where Japan is now going to make all the benefits from that. And I think China is going to try sooner rather than later to get their pieces in place so they can definitely reap the benefits of this huge crypto boom. As well as we have Russia, who is trying to come out with their own cryptocurrency too. So all of these large entities in the world are going to be trying to get into this crypto space, and you'll see that that'll bring in a huge market cap, because people that aren't so familiar with what cryptocurrencies are, like people like Warren Buffett, who thinks Bitcoin is a giant bubble, which pretty much everything can be a bubble. And I've seen that he's doubled down on it, but I don't know what he actually has bet, if he has bet anything. Everything's technically a bubble. It doesn't mean that it's going to crash within the next month or year. He might say that, of course, it's a bubble. It might hit $100,000 and then crash down to $25,000. But from the point where I bought in at Bitcoin, I would be happy with a $25,000 Bitcoin. But I'm sure people that buy it at $100,000 would be disappointed. But that's potentially far, far down the road if it ever happens. He's just somebody that isn't technically savvy and is more of an asset trader and isn't into anything that would have to do with cryptocurrencies or have any idea what the flow of cryptocurrencies or blockchain technology or anything is. And it doesn't really hold a value to this point from what he can see, because it is all tradable online and pretty much all of that. So that's pretty much what's been happening. If we go back and look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin is actually up. Now these just reset on my time about an hour and a half ago. So Bitcoin's up 0.39%. It did have its little boost yesterday. We actually did hit a new Bitcoin all-time high at above $6,300. So that's pretty cool. Seems that the cryptocurrency scene is hitting new highs about every week. No matter what they seem to throw, what kind of tools they throw in the cryptocurrency gears, we just keep pushing and we come out more and more dominant as time goes on. So that is going to lead me now to the rest of my video. I'm going to be looking at my two cryptocurrencies that I personally think everybody should have in their portfolio. Now, this is not for a short-term trade, and this does not mean to go out and buy these cryptocurrencies right now. When you buy into cryptocurrencies, especially if you're going to be buying into a large percent of your portfolio, like 10 to 15 to 20%, you never want to just buy into it right at one point. You want to always span out your buys to make sure you're getting it for the best price. You might be getting it for the lowest price right at this point, or it can potentially drop another 5 to 10%. And you don't want to put all your chips in the basket right now and then lose 5 to 10% from your initial investment. So the best thing is to span out all your buys, maybe buy in 10 to 15 to 20% intervals of your full 100% bankroll that you were planning to buy with. So that is going to lead me to my first coin. And my first coin is actually OmiseGO. Now, if you've been paying attention to my channel, or if you've been in my Telegram channel or anything like that, I've been talking about OmiseGO a lot. I've been watching its buy and sell walls. I've been just paying attention to everything about it because there's so much going on for this coin. And this is the coin that I'm going to put probably about 20% of my funds in for my portfolio. And I'm going to leave them there for 6 months to a year minimum. No matter what it hits, unless it hits some substantial amount and rockets to it, you might want to trade out and kind of take your profits and then buy back in. But if it gradually starts growing like I think it's going to, you probably will just want to leave your profits in and judge based on, I guess, time when you want to pull them out or what you want to do with them. But the reason I have OmiseGO as my number one portfolio investment for the highest price that I have it as, compared to my other one, which I have at probably about 5 to 10% I would invest in. I'm a big fan of OmiseGO, mainly because it is really, really striving hard to work with the general public and just that regular population. And I think it's going to really help to intervene cryptocurrencies with everyday money. And this OmiseGO can pretty much work with regular everyday fiat cash as well as cryptocurrencies, as well as any other apps. Like if you have Apple Pay or Venmo, PayPal, those can also be integrated into OmiseGO's platform. Now, the biggest thing I think going for OmiseGO is that, well, there's a lot of big things going for it, but I think one of the biggest pushes for OmiseGO is that it is actually being implemented into McDonald's as a payment processor. So OmiseGO, you can actually make a payment on it, and you can pay with Bitcoins, you can pay with Ethereum. I'm not actually sure if this is able to be done yet, but throughout their platform, but this is what they're going to have. You're going to be able to pay with any cryptocurrency, and the person that is actually receiving your order, the vendor, is not going to need to know what cryptocurrency you're even paying with. They are going to just specifically get their payout in whatever amount that they want, and they'll never know what cryptocurrency you paid in. It's not really anything that they need to know. It's a completely decentralized exchange that would happen on the OmiseGO platform, which is very, very cool. Aside from that, they're working with, how I talked about in the McDonald's. Now they're starting to work in the Asian McDonald's. That's one of their number one markets they're starting in. And they've actually started in the very small area of Thailand. Now there are about 240 McDonald's in Thailand right now. So that is definitely a huge market that can potentially be reached out to just your everyday person who has no idea what a cryptocurrency is. And especially in the markets of Thailand and India, or in their situations where banking isn't really the most popular thing going on over there. And that's what it's like in a lot of parts of the world. And from your perspective, when I try to tell a lot of people about cryptocurrencies, they don't really understand, and they think that cryptocurrencies are just competing with the dollar. And I think the dollar is pretty much the one of the higher currencies that is competing with. Other than that, there's falling apart countries like Venezuela that are more reliant on cryptocurrencies for their future if they want to have a great outlook in their countries, and pretty much the success of their country is going to ride on cryptocurrencies because their current systems are failing and their current money has no value anymore. And that's what's going to happen to a lot of these places. So cryptocurrencies are going to slowly just become more dominant over time, and they're going to be accessible to so many more people. You're not going to have to become verified and all that to open a bank account, or like you have to open a bank account to start a cryptocurrency wallet. All you have to do is have access to the internet, and a lot of times you don't even need that. If you go to an ATM, you can print out a Bitcoin onto a paper wallet or have it sent to you, and you'll never have to access it unless you want your Bitcoins, and then you can access that paper wallet. But other than that, I think cryptocurrencies are going to massively grow, and this is especially in India, and that's one of the biggest populations in the world, is just everywhere in Europe and India and that whole area. So as OmiseGO starts to work in those areas, it's going to definitely have a huge influence on people. If you've ever paid attention to anything about OmiseGO, you also know that one of its advisors is Vitalik Buterin, and he is the developer of Ethereum. So that is something very big that is definitely going for OmiseGO, in my opinion, that I feel that he would reach out to work with it, one of the tokens that is working on his own network. There's definitely a reason why he would be doing that. Aside from, I've heard that he's worked with Waves like very slightly, but I've heard that he is definitely working with OmiseGO as an ongoing project, and that's what I think is gonna definitely have a lot of push to get integrated all throughout India and potentially even maybe throughout the world, because it has so much potential. And you can check out everything on about OmiseGO if you go to omg.omise.co. OmiseGO is actually, I guess you would call it a tributary of Omise, which is kind of a payment processing company in India and that whole area. So that is my first coin that I have about 20 to 25% in of my portfolio. My next coin is Vertcoin. Now, if you've been paying attention to the markets recently, you'll probably see that on days where everything's going red, Vertcoin's normally in the green. And on days when everything's in the green, Vertcoin's either very low in the green or it's in the very shallow reds. So it kind of doesn't play the same role as every other cryptocurrency. But if you look into Vertcoin, it's pretty much, its motto is it's the people's coin. It's a peer-to-peer decentralized currency, and its development platform is pretty much a community of people, and you can work with this community by just being somebody who wants to work with this community, and you can be rewarded in these Vertcoins. And that is a way that this community can strive and become better, is just regular everyday people can really work to help to develop it and make it the best that it can. There's a lot about Vertcoin. It does have atomic swaps and all that. It's kind of in the same boat as OmiseGO. In their wallet, they want to have pretty much the swap where you would be able to take your one coin. Sorry, I thought I was going to sneeze there. But it would be like exactly in the OmiseGO how they want to have in your wallet where you'd be able to swap one coin for another, and you wouldn't really have to send it out to an exchange or anything like that, and it would be completely decentralized and discreet, and you wouldn't have to worry about anybody hacking into your wallet because it would all be done on the blockchain throughout your one wallet, and you wouldn't have to send it anywhere else to be done. So that is definitely something cool about the Vertcoin. Something else that's very cool about it is it doesn't run on an ERC network or anything like that. It runs on its own blockchain. It's got definitely a limited amount of coins that you can get. It's got an 84 million coin circulation. It has been around for a while. I think it came around 2013, 2014, I think is when it started up. And it does also have a decent following behind it. I think it's got like 10,000 people in its subreddit or something like that. And it's definitely been growing over time. It's a coin that has a lot of potential behind it just because of the fact that the community can help to develop the coin. So I feel like any situation where you can be a part of the team that can grow and potentially be something good is definitely going to make everybody that holds that coin want the best for it. So you can go through here, you can check out everything, how it's got the lightning network development and all that. Stealth addresses to keep you completely discreet of everything you're doing. And this coin is actually, I've seen a lot of people talking about it recently as well. And that's what got me looking into it more. And the more I look into it, the more I think that this coin has more potential. There's a lot of other coins that are kind of in the same category as these coins, but these coins just kind of have a better push behind them, I guess. More of the Vertcoin I just see as having more of a solid stand in the crypto community so far, since it has been around for a while. And OmiseGO, I just see it as being a very well-rounded coin with a very great developmental team behind it. So I see that coin as definitely having high potential. And the fact that OmiseGO is also a stakeable coin, that's also a reason why I think the coin is being held down in price right now. I think a lot of people are trying to mass accumulate the coin to potentially stake it, and then in the future when the coin becomes worth a lot more, even if they're losing money right now by holding the coin down just to accumulate more, they're going to be winning in the long run. So that's also something cool about the OmiseGO coin. You can stake it and earn more coins. So if you haven't looked into staking your coins, that's definitely something cool to look into. So I think as time goes, I think more people are going to get into both of these cryptocurrencies as well as many more. But these are definitely the two cryptocurrencies that I think have some of the biggest ground, maybe not potentially from their price they're at right now, because if we go look, OmiseGO at this point is $7.21, which is actually a very good price. It's been on a pretty good downward slant lately. Let me see if I can move myself out of the way. But it has been on a very good downward slant, and it's actually been kind of falling down in the markets lately too. So once you see it rise up in the markets into like 13 and 10th, it was sitting pretty high up in like 7th and 8th and 6th place for a while. But once it starts moving back up in places and you start seeing a higher accumulation in the 24-hour volume, you'll definitely see the price of this coin start to rise a lot more. And as it does drop, there's going to be a lot more accumulation going on. And that's definitely a reason why I think it's going to start to boom in the long run. It's been dropping way too long, and this coin has way too much potential behind it. So other than that, if we go and look, so I'm sure if we look at these charts, if we look at here, we got Bitcoin once again at the top of the charts today. And here's Vertcoin. So Vertcoin is actually kind of at one of its highest points. It did have, back when it started and did release, it did have a very high pump. And back in April 2014, nobody really understood what cryptocurrencies were. So for this to even go up to $3 and stuff like that, that definitely is pretty cool for a coin like this. So it definitely means there's potential for in the long run, I think. And if we just keep following, I'm not going to do this and waste everybody's time. But definitely at its point right now, if we go and look, we're at some of the highest points it's been yet. So it might be one of the better times to potentially sit around and watch this coin and buy in at a better point. Like I've been talking about how you might want to buy in 20% or 30% intervals or however much. Now, I'm not your financial advisor, so you're going to want to figure all this out on your own. But I'm just saying, if I have held this coin, if I held this coin the whole way through the whole downtime of it, I'm definitely going to be reaping benefit of some of the profits here. Even if it does go up a little bit more, you're going to definitely see some of the drops because people have been waiting way too long for this coin to take off. So that's all I have for you guys today. Other than that, all I can tell you is to go out and enjoy some more great YouTubers that are trying to entertain you and teach you about this great cryptocurrency atmosphere. And just make sure you do your own due diligence every day when you're researching this. Never buy into something before you actually research it and you feel completely comfortable before you're going to put your own hard-earned money or hard-traded money into it. And just have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. And if you like my videos, make sure you subscribe, because I'm going to keep them coming. As well as I am also going to be doing a LEDGER NANO S giveaway in the upcoming months. This is a completely brand new. I was just waiting for this for a while. This is one of my favorite cryptocurrency hardware wallets. This is what I keep all my cryptocurrencies on. But this is a brand new one, completely sealed, everything. I just got it from Amazon. I'm going to be doing a giveaway for this, so if you do subscribe to me, that's all you're going to have to do is be a subscriber, and that'll give you the opportunity to win this. So if you do want the opportunity to win this, subscribe, and just keep enjoying my videos if you do enjoy them. If you don't, just subscribe and maybe win yourself a free LEDGER Nano. So have a great day.